What's your name?
Bart Montgomery.
And what do you do? Where do you live?
I live in Manhattan Beach, California, which is a suburb of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you move there?
I moved to Los Angeles in 1988.
Oh, what drove you out of Arkansas?
Well, I had a degree in television, film, and radio production, and at the time here in Northwest Arkansas, there really wasn't much opportunity for that. So if I wanted to do what I really wanted to do, I needed to go to either New York or Los Angeles. And New York, I don't think I could ever live in New York. It's a great place, and I like visiting, but I don't think I could ever live there. So I went to Los Angeles, and I had some friends out there.
What about Los Angeles made you want to live there?
Well, I mean, since I was a kid, I was always interested in California and what it offered. And of course, it's, the entertainment capital of the world at the time. And that's, if you wanted to do what I wanted to do, that's where you had to really go. To really, if you wanted to make movies or TV or anything like that, you needed to be in Los Angeles at the time.
Yeah. So was Rogers a rural town when you were growing up?
Yes. I think when I graduated high school here, there was 12,000 people that lived here, or 15,000 or something like that. So yeah, it was quite rural. What you see now is built up as housing developments and stuff, was open fields and farms, and it really, you could be out of town within 3 minutes.
Yeah, but the city, especially in the downtown, you still have the same old European town feel to it.
Yeah. Luckily, they didn't. They trying to revitalize and redevelop downtown here. They've done a really good job at it. They kept the older buildings. Like they tell me some of these buildings are over 100 years old. I know this one we're standing next to used to be an opera house that somebody's redoing, and I never knew that.
Wow,
but
I didn't know that.
the upper floors, there's a auditorium in the upper floors, and they used to have vaudeville acts and stage acts and stuff 100 years ago there.
Yeah, and you told me this building used to be a dollar shop?
Yeah, this used to be a dollar store when I was a kid. It was a grocery store when it was first built in 1904, I want to say. But then it was like a dollar store when I was a kid. You would go there to buy, cheap stuff.
Yeah.
But they've turned it into something special.
What was it like growing up here in Rogers?
Very quiet. It was fun. I mean, if you like hunting and fishing, this was the place to be.
Yeah.
It was a slower type of life whenever I was growing up here. Everybody waved to everybody, and everybody said hi, and you may not know anybody. Well, yeah, you knew a lot of people around here. Most everybody knew everybody else, and we had our town characters, and it was just a slower type of life. It was more of a rural farming, ranching. There was some industry here. In fact, there was Daisy BB gun, and my dad worked at Crane Company at the time.
Yeah.
They made pipeline valves, I think. But
What did you like? What did you like about here when you were growing up?
Oh, well, you could pretty much go out and do whatever you wanted to do all day long, and show up at night, back home at night, and you were safe, and nobody bothered you, and there was always plenty to do and places to go and explore. And I think that's probably what I like the most about it.
So what has changed since you've been back?
Oh, well, the population has grown. I think
Yes.
Rogers is either 50 or 60,000 people.
Maybe because people are fornicating more?
Yeah. And Bentonville's changed so much. I think it was 7,000 people whenever I was a kid. Now I don't know what it is now. It's probably like 40. But a lot more people. Well, Walmart, I think, caused the population explosion. That's just my layman.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
That Walmart has contributed a lot to the growth in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, it's I believe they passed a rule sometime 30 years ago. If you wanted to do business with Walmart, you had to have an office here, close to their home office.
Let me ask you, do you agree or disagree with that rule?
Oh, I'm fine with it. I mean,
I'm asking because it changed the town you grew up in.
Yeah, well, change happens everywhere, and it's always happening. You can't really stop it. And I think the change that has happened around here, for the most part, has been good. I mean, when I was growing up here, there were, there was like there were only one type of people here, and we had Native Americans, but now you have everybody. You can find everybody from the world here. And that is amazing to me, and it's really cool. I mean, you can see a Hindu temple in town. You can get El Salvadorian food. You can get Chinese food. I mean, you can get probably pretty much anything here.
Yeah, so the town have grown to be more diverse, you say?
Yeah, very.
And you do think diversity is a good thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's done really well here. And
Yeah.
I think that particular change is really good here.
Yeah.
I mean, my understanding is the largest population of Marshallese Islanders is in Springdale,
That's what I hear.
outside of the Marshall Islands. So, they just have so many different types of people here now.
Yeah.
And things to do and things to explore.
When do you get back here?
Oh, I come back here probably about every 6 months or so now. Yeah.
And usually when you come back here, how does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. Relaxed.
Yeah.
It's very different from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Though I must say the driving is getting the same.
yeah. But even with the driving, I don't think it's that crazy here.
No, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
The driving, it's just, the roads are a lot more crowded than they used to be. So.
Yeah.
But I'm used to that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not here, but I'm used to it.
yes. I get you.
I think if there was a change here, that's probably the thing that I notice the most is how much traffic there is here now,
But I always tell people that anytime I hear people in the first I start complaining about traffic, I'm like, I grew up in bigger cities, so I'm like, there's no traffic here.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
used to take me an hour to go 15 miles in Los Angeles, and an hour to come back when I was commuting. And here, nah, you don't have that.
What do you want to see Rajesh become in the next 10 years?
Oh boy, that's a good question. I would personally, the business I do, which is television and film, I would love to see this area develop that industry. They've already got a foothold here. There's been some movies shot here, and there's people that know what they're doing as far as production and media and things like that. I would love to see this area become more of a center for that.
Yeah, there's a film festival here right now, which you are here for.
Yes.
How do you think the film festival will contribute to that happening?
Well, I think it showcases what can be done here. I mean, I've talked to all kinds of filmmakers here this week, or this weekend, and some people have shot on very sophisticated equipment, and some people have just used their phones.
Yeah.
And, it's cool to see what can be done with limited equipment and what can be done with the professional stuff.
Yeah.
And it can be done here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing this interview with me on my phone.
Okay, you bet, Tony. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.